on the racetrack.
Thank God, folks, we got race cars on the track. So I'm going to go through the lineup here. In the 78, it's going to be Stephen Feaster. On the outside of him is going to be Delmer Clark. Then we're going to have 62, Caden Scott. In the 957 is going to be Brandon France. In the 68X is going to be Corbin Robinson. The 45T of Timmy Kaup. In the 7, Will Custer. In the 52, Jeremy Sounder. In the number 9, Gavin Roop. In the XX1 coming up through the backstretch, Justin Riley. In the 20, Larry Ennis Jr. In the 202, Clayton Oliver. I think they heard you. In the 44, A.J. Andrews. In the 47, Don Rufner. In the 84, Scott Witten. And rounding out the field in the 42, Damian Andrews.
All right, gonna let them warm up their tires a little bit here before we go racing.
All right, folks, we're going to line them back up here and get them lined up here correctly, and we're going to go back green flag racing. Once again, I'll run through the lineup one more time for you, folks. The 78, Stephen Feaster. On the outside, hit him in the 0, Delmer Clark. In the 62, Caden Scott. In the 45T, coming up through the field, it is Timmy Kaup. In the 957, Brandon France. In the 68X, Corbin Robinson. In the number 7, Will Custer. In the number 9, Gavin Roop. In the XX1, Justin Riley. In the 20, Larry Ennis Jr. 202, Clayton Oliver. 44, A.J. Andrews, Don Rufner. In the 47, Scott Winton. In the 84, the 52 going up is going to be Jeremy Salinger. And rounding out the field in the 42 car is going to be Damian Andrews.
All right. Wave lap this time around. Wave lap this time around. So turn 3, turn 4, front straightaway. If you want to pull out your phones, pull out your cell phones, turn those lights on if they're still charged. You still got battery power. Let's wave them off this time around as they'll come to the white flag next time. Turn 3, turn 4, front straightaway. Let's salute our drivers. I know it's been a long night, but look, let's catch our second win and watch a good field of racing here at Midvale Speedway. Compacts getting ready to go green after a long weather delay. Let them hear you. Let them see you. Let them know that you appreciate them hanging around. They appreciate you for being here. After a long delay, we're ready to go racing at Midvale Speedway.
I know one thing, Chris. I'm ready to go, buddy. We're going to see some good racing action.
Stephen Feaster, Alan Clark on the front row. Caden Scott, Brandon France in row 2. Getting ready to go green. Timmy Kaup up there as well. Off of turn number 4, Chief Starter Tommy Kale. Green flag in the air and we're underway for the compact portion of the Ohio Invitational presented by My Water Doctor.
Stephen Feaster jumps out into the lead. right off the rip as he goes down into 3 and 4. He's going to come out of 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. Here comes Caden Scott in the 62, and Delmer Clark on the outside of him.
Brandon France trying to take over the 3rd spot from the 0 of Alan Clark as Caden Scott moves in on the race lead. Will Custer in the 7 going to take over the 4th spot from Alan Clark now. The General Will Custer bringing the Doctor Gavin Roop along with him. They try and move into the top 5. And a battle for the race lead. Caden Scott to the outside of Stephen Feaster.
Whoa, Delmer Clark gets loose down in 1 and 2. Able to collect it. He keeps her going. Good battle up front between Stephen Feaster and Caden Scott for that top spot. Brandon France right there. Gavin Root, Will Custer in the 7, and Gavin Root battle for that 4th position. We got a caution out as A.J. Andrews has spun down in 1 and 2. The 44 car of A.J. Andrews spinning down in 1 and 2.
So 5 laps in, Caden Scott, your race leader, as he was the leader at the line on the previous lap before the caution came out. So 62 is your race leader, Caden Scott. Stephen Feaster is in 2nd. Brandon France in 3rd. Will Custer 4th. Gavin Roop in 5th. So we get single file. We'll do the choose. Gonna hit the choose this time around. Choose cone this time around.
So next time around, leader's gonna stay out front, but the rest of the field behind him is gonna pick high or low here at the diamond coming out of 4. So they'll either go high or low.
So we'll see what Stephen Feaster and everybody does behind. Feaster going to choose the bottom. Looks like to the top goes Will Custer and the 957 of Brandon France. First one to choose the bottom is the 68. That's a little interesting. So we come back to green. 5 laps complete, 35 to go. Chief starter Tommy Kale, green flag in hand. Getting ready to go green. So trying to get the 7 of Will Custer in the high lane where he chose. Will Custer to be in the high lane. He chose the high side. He has to go to the high side, and I think he's there now. So we will go back green flag racing. Here comes the white flag back out again. Getting them 1 to go. Caden Scott, your race leader. Stephen Feaster, Brandon France in the row behind, along with the 68 of Corbin Robinson, the 7 of Will Custer, 45 of Timmy Kaup, the 9 of Gavin Roop. Those are your front 3 rows behind the leader. 5 laps complete. And we'll go green flag racing this time. Field coming into turn number 3. Getting ready to go green, through 3, through 4, green flag back in the air.
Caden Scott still your leader. Stephen Feaster, Brandon France battle for that number 2 position, and here comes the Custer, the general, and the number 7 on the outside. Good battle for the 4th position between Corbin Robinson and Will Custer and the number 7. Gavin Root, the doctor, right there as well.
Front 3 have single filed out, checked out just a little bit from Corbin Robinson, and Gavin Root are now clear of Will Custer. So Caden Scott, your race leader. Brandon France second. They've got a couple car lengths over Stephen Feaster. And then it's a little ways back to the battle between Corbin Robinson and Gavin Root now on the outside.
Brandon France in that second position, trying to make a move on Caden Scott as the field is kind of spread out a little bit. Nobody's really doing anything but the top 2 cars. Good battle in the back of the field between the 45 of Timmy Kaup and the XX1 of Justin Riley, battling for a position.
Gavin Roop trying to take over that 4th spot as he gets around the 68 of Corbin Robinson. Still single file out front. Front 2 have checked out by about 10 or 12 car lengths over Stephen Feaster. Gavin Roop is coming in the 9 machine. Gavin Roop to the inside of Stephen Feaster for the 3rd spot. Move the doctor to 3rd.
Brandon Prance all over the back bumper of Caden Scott. He's looking low. He's looking high. He seems to can't get around him right now, but we'll see what happens here as he goes high again, going down into 1 and 2.
Into turn number 3. Caden Scott, your leader, and here comes Gavin Roop halfway home, 20 laps in, 20 to go. Halfway for Caden Scott, Brandon France, and the 9 of Gavin Roop.
Good battle between the top 3 cars, between Caden Scott, Brandon France, and here comes Gavin Roop to the inside of France, all over the back bumper of Caden Scott. The doctor has arrived in the number 9. Gavin Roop looks to the bottom of Caden Scott going into 1 and 2. Side by side coming out of 2. The doctor, the new kid, Gavin Roop takes the lead. Good battle in the back of the field as Stephen Feaster and Will Custer battle for that 5th and 6th position.
Gavin Roop working through lap traffic as your race leader. He's pulled out about a half a straightaway lead over Caden Scott and Brandon France, and now the 68 of Corbin Robinson. Three-way battle for the runner-up spot behind Gavin Roop. As Gavin about a half a straightaway lead over that trio battling for second. Good battle for second as we wind things down. Be 5 laps to go this time around. Gavin Roop down the back straightaway. He'll see 5 fingers in the air from Chief Starter Tommy Kale. 5 laps to go for Gavin Roop. Gavin Roop will cross the line. 2 laps to go. 2 to go for Gavin Roop. Gavin Roop going to see the white flag this time around as he comes off of turn number 3 and 4. White flag for the Dr. Gavin Roop. Still good battle for second between Caden Scott, Brandon France, Corbin Robinson still trying to settle that second position as Will Custer will round out the top 5. Here's the twin checkers. Your Ohio Invitational winner for the compacts is Gavin Roop. Caden Scott finishes second. Brandon France in third. Corbin Robinson fourth. Will Custer in fifth.
Shampoo on the card. Boulevard Lanes drops the flag. This must be his first time in Victory Lane. Independent Home Improvement crew coming out. Everyone give a round of applause for Gavin Roop, the Doctor. Come on over here, bud. We're gonna make this quick and easy handshake. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
How'd you get her done? You started back in the field a little bit. You had to work your way up. Tell me how you did it real quick.
Oh, there was no outside, so I tried to work my way to the inside, and this thing was going, but I started to get a little nervous there because the brakes started to go out, and every time I hit the brakes, I wanted to kick sideways on me, but I got adjusted to it, and we went with it. And
track looks like it's pretty good, pretty dry now.
Yeah, that did not feel like 40 laps. I was sitting there, I seen him put his hands in there, and I thought he said halfway, and I'm like, I hope it's almost over.
All right, there you go. Everyone give a round of applause for Gavin Roop, the Doctor. Next up on the track's going to be the ground pounding modifieds. They're lining up right now on back pit side. I can hear them.
All right. The John Dray Memorial Ohio Invitational portion of the Open Modifieds. Starting on the pole, the 17 is Nathan McCulley. Alongside in the front row, the 13 of Kenny Feaster Jr.
In the 51 car, it's going to be Rick Elkins. On the outside of him in the 16, Adam White.
The number 6 machine is Kyle Lawson. The 60 is Sam Bingham.
In the 32 car is going to be Norm Taylor. Outside of him is going to be the 21 of Bryce Allensworth.
The 64 is Ian Porco. The 331 is Mike Stone. We're going to let him warm up the tires. We'll finish the lineup in a minute. After Ian Porco in the 64 and the 331 is Mike Stone.
In the 12 car is going to be Bubba Smith. On the outside of him is going to be the 66 of Lewis McGrath.
The 07 is Parker Ennis. The 02 is Rick Sibla.
In the 3 car is going to be Jeff Dumfrey III. In the 53 car going to be Dave Dobbins.
The number 5 car is Mikey Lawson. The 32 is Brian Wetnall.
In the number 3 is going to be Austin Berger, and rounding out the field in the 0 is going to be Lucas Ripley.
All right, next time around, we're going to do the wave lap. Let's send off our modified field. Get those phones out one more time. Let's wave those phones, those lights, those cameras. Let's get them out. Light up Midvale Speedway another time for our modified field. A great field of open modifieds that stuck around to put on a show for you guys. Let's show the appreciation back to them. Let them see you. Wave those phones down in turn 4. Front straightaway, turn 3. Where's those phones at? Let's wave them. Wave off your field as we'll come to the white and get the one to go signal here. Field on the back straightaway off of turn number 2. Nathan McCulley, Kenny Feaster Jr. have the field in hand. 50 lap open modified feature. John Dray Memorial Ohio Invitational is green. So Kenny Feaster Jr. getting a little bit of jump on that start. Caution comes out for the failed start. Problems for the 331 of Mike Stone in turn 2. The field kind of got boxed up over there in turn number 2. Complete restart. Kenny Feaster Jr. out just a little bit early in front of Nathan McCulley there. So see what the issue is with Mike Stone. And looks like he'll pull away from the scene in turn number 2. So we'll get Michael Stone back up where he belongs, and then we'll give the field the one to go signal again. So trying to get Mike Stone lined back up where he belongs. All right, field going to get the one to go signal. We'll try it again. Nathan McCauley, Kenny Feaster Jr. out front. Rick Elkins Jr., Adam White in row 2. Kyle Lawson, Sam Bingham in row 3. 50 lap. John Drain Memorial, Ohio Invitational for the open modifieds. Chief starter Jonathan Smith, green flag in hand. And we're underway.
McCauley jumps out to the lead. Caution. We're going to have another caution. Caution out on the racetrack.
So the 17 and 13 being worn on the radio once again. Field will come back to green. Third time's hopefully the charm. McCauley, Feaster Jr., Elkins, White, Lawson, Bingham, your front 3 rows. Let's try it again. Open modified feature is green.
Adam White spins out down there in 1 and 2 as he sits down there in the number 16 car.
So Adam White gets tagged from behind. I guess we'll have to rely on a 4th time's a charm. So we'll try it again, complete restart.
Well, it's going to be a complete restart here for the 17 car, Nathan McCauley, and the 13 of Kenny Feaster. Hopefully the 5th time's the charm here.
All right, so we'll try it again. That time, Nathan McCauley and Kenny Feaster Jr. had a good start, but the 16 got turned in turn 1. We'll try it again. 50 laps on the board. McCauley and Feaster Jr. into turn number 3. Chief starter Jonathan Smith, green flag in hand. So drivers being told if they can't get this one right, they can restart from the tail. Green flag is in the air.
Nathan McCauley going to lead lap number 1 as Kenny Feaster second. Rick Elkins third, Adam White fourth in a battle between the 5th and 6th position between Kyle Lawson and Sam Beanham. Sam Beanham going to take over the 5th position. Jeff Dumfries going to stop down in 1 and 2. Caution out as Jeff Dumfries the third stops down in 1 and 2 as he goes pit side.
Jeff Dunphy the third had an issue over in turn 2. Probably was a tire. He is over pit side. Caution for the 3 of Jeff Dunphy the third. Nathan McCauley, your race leader. Kenny Feaster Jr. second. Rick Elkins Jr. Adam White, Sam Bingham, your top 5. And we'll choose So going to choose. Feaster will choose. Field getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Nathan McCulley. Green is in the air. So field gets the one to go signal. Nathan McCulley out front. Kenny Feaster Jr., Rick Elkins Jr. In the row behind, then Adam White, Sam Bingham. Your top 5 right now. 2 laps on the board. Getting ready to go back green.
Kenny Feaster to the high side. Something wrong with the 13 car. Is Nathan McCauley still your leader? Coming in on lap number 5, Rick Elkins. Rick Elkins in second, Sam Bingham third, Bryce Allensworth fourth, and Adam White in fifth.
Ten laps on the board. Nathan McCulley starting to pull away from the field. Rick Elkins Jr., the 60 of Sam Bingham, the 21 of Bryce Allensworth, the 16 of Adam White, your top 5. Nathan McCulley out by almost a second and a half right now. 18 laps on the board. Nathan McCauley continues to pull away with an over a 2-second lead now. 2.1 the lead for Nathan McCauley as he closes in on Austin Berger and the 5 of Mikey Lawson. Those two will be the first two in jeopardy of going a lap down. We'll see if lap traffic comes into play, allows Rick Elkins Jr. to close in. Right now, everybody's single filed out, logging some laps as we move ever closer to the halfway point. 20 laps complete now for McCauley.
Lucas Ripley in the 0 car going pit side. Lucas Ripley pulls off the track. Halfway in, 24 in, 25 laps to go.
.29 laps complete this time around. Nathan McCauley works around Brian Wetnall, still with about a second and a half. 1.4 is the lead. So Rick Elkins starting to close in a little bit through lap traffic. McCauley now has a little bit before he catches Kyle Lawson. Lawson back in the 14th position. And right now Sam Bingham has a mere full of the 30 or the 21 of Bryce Allensworth.
Here comes Rick Elkins, as Chris just told you. Rick Elkins pulling in the leader as he's in second position. Just got around Brian Whitnall. And we got a caution on the car. 66 car, broken rear end. He's going to go pit side.
Yeah, broken shock, broken trailing arm, broken something in the back of that machine, but that rear end moving all over the place.
Bottom line, Chris.
Yeah.
A little bit of broken everything.
A little bit of broken everything. Tough break for Lewis McGrath, running in the top 10 as he will head pit side and will re-rack. 32 laps on the board. 32 laps complete. 18 laps to go. The 1.4 second lead that Nathan McCauley enjoyed is now gone. Rick Elkins Jr. in the second spot. Sam Bingham third. Bryce Allensworth fourth. Adam White fifth. Bubba Smith in sixth. Then Ian Porco, Michael Stone, Norm Taylor, Dave Dobbins, your top 10.
So the 66 car is still in the pit chute. We're going to have to get him towed out of there as his rear end, his shock, everything broke on the rear of that car.
So again, Lewis McGrath stuck in the pit chute. As soon as we get him out of the pit chute, we'll choose and get back to green flag racing. Again, Nathan McCulley, your race leader. Rick Elkins Jr. second. Sam Bingham, Bryce Allensworth, Adam White, your top five. So getting the 66 moved through the pit chute. Once they get clear of the pit chute, we'll do our choose and get back to green flag racing. They almost got it there. It's just about ready to go. So going to choose at the diamond in turn 4, and then we will get the white flag. So going to give them a lap to catch up. So going to choose right now behind race leader Nathan McCauley. See what Elkins and Bingham decide to do here. Elkins will choose the bottom lane, Bingham the high side. Allensworth, White both to the bottom, Bubba Smith to the high side.
Next time around, we're going to get the white flag.
This is the first Ohio Invitational two-day show. If you paid to come on Saturday or Sunday, you got Monday as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Crazy afternoon, crazy evening.
Yeah, it was what, 90 degrees a couple hours ago. All right, let's get ready to go. 32 laps complete. Nathan McCauley, your race leader. He'll bring the field into green. Chief starter Jonathan Smith, green flag in hand. And we're back underway.
Good battle between the number 2 position between Rick Elkins and Sam Bainham as Nathan McCauley bring him in on lap number 33. Good battle between Elkins and Sam Bainham. Elkins going to take it away. Here comes Bubba Smith. Bubba Smith, Sam Bainham battling side by side.
Norm Taylor had a big drift through 1 and 2, lost about 5 or 6 spots. He's now all the way back behind the 32 of Wetnall. It's a big slide by the 32 of Norm Taylor.
Bubba Smith going to take over the 3rd position as he hunts down Rick Elkins. 35 laps in, 5 more laps to go. Or 15, excuse me.
Coming in, 9 laps to go for Nathan McCauley, who is pulled away from Rick Elkins Jr.
Sam Bainham stops up there in turns 3 and 4. It looks like something broke on the car as he sits up in 3 and 4.
Top break for Sam Bingham in the 60, having a strong run in the 4th spot. Top 5, and he's unbuckling. Tough break for the 60 of Sam Bingham. A strong run in that car. 7 laps to go in this one. Nathan McCauley been strong out front. When you can pull away from the 51 of Rick Elkins Jr. and the 12 of Bubba Smith in a modified at Midvale Speedway, you're doing something. This 17 is flat hooked up tonight. So something breaking in the rear end of the 60 as they'll bring the performance towing tow truck out to lift up the 60. Something went wrong in the back end of that machine. So once again, 7 laps to go. We'll do the choose here as soon as we can get the 60 hooked up. They've almost got him hooked up over there in turn number 4, I should say. Good job by Matt Wallach and the performance towing crew. Good job by Akron Coach Towing, Jason Main, at getting the 66 over to his pit stall with a broken rear end. And they'll get the 60 of Sam Bingham towed off as well. So we'll choose down in turn number 4. Getting ready to choose behind Nathan McCauley. So the 51 of Elkins will choose the bottom and Bubba Smith the top.
I'll tell you what, Chris, we got a lot of good cars up front. Bubba Smith, Rick Elkins still up there. Michael Stone's moving up. Bryce Allensworth.
Listen, this is going to be a good finish right here. Good last 7 laps.
This is going to be a real good finish. I agree with you, Chris.
So 43 laps complete, 7 to go. Field gets the 1 to go signal. Nathan McCauley, Rick Elkins Jr., Bubba Smith, Bryce Allensworth, Mike Stone, your top 5. Getting ready to go back to green. 7 laps to finish it. Can anybody do anything with McCauley? We're back underway. Five laps to go, 4 to go this time around. Nathan McCauley
Good battle for the 5th and 6th position between Ian Porco and Michael Stone. Nathan McCauley still your leader. Rick Elkins in 2nd. Bubba Smith 3rd. Bryce Allensworth 4th. .48 laps in, 2 laps to go for Nathan McCauley. Coming out of 4, he's going to take the white flag. 1 lap to go for Nathan McCauley and Rick Elkins. He enters 3. He enters 4, comes out of 4. Nathan McCauley going to be your Ohio Invitational Modified John Graham Memorial Feature winner.
Put your hands together for your Ohio Invitational John Dray Memorial Feature winner. Pulling into H&M Collision Victory Lane in the Smith Brothers Motorsports, Moose Lodge. Advanced Air Heating and Air Conditioning, sponsored number 17. Getting ready to climb out. Helmet getting undone. Here's your feature winner. Put your hands together for Nathan McCauley. Man, what a run you had tonight. Listen, when you're pulling away from the 12 and the 51, you're doing something, brother.
Yeah, you know, that Bob Cumbo here, man, that's the crew chief you got to have right there. He gave me a hell of a car today, man. You know, we've had a really tough year. Seems like every time we've been out, we've been either wrecked or tore up or involved in something. So, you know, today's a hell of a day.
Well, and it's Monday now.
Exactly.
Hey, you got this big check coming in. Who you want to thank real quick on the 17?
Yeah, you know, you got to thank the Moose here out there in Worthington down by us. GAF, that's good shingles right there. Get you some. Squeak, you know, he gives us a great motor every time. You got, you know, this is my first time in Victory Lane. I don't know what to say here, man.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
No, you got to think how. Without them, this car would not be where it is. You know, they give us some great parts and some great technical support. So I really appreciate everybody on this 17 crew.
Well, welcome to H&M Collision Victory Lane at Midvale Speedway, Nathan McCauley. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Your winner, Nathan McCauley. always good to see a new face in victory lane at Midvale Speedway. Number 17 machine, Nathan McCulley, in the history books, is the Ohio Invitational John Dray Memorial winner, brought to you by CNC Tire and My Water Doctor. Street stocks lining up pit side.
All right, in the 75 car is going to be Don Rufner, the third, DR3. In the 99, Jason Rule. In the 22, Kylie Wood. In the 55, Tyler Bertram. In the 24, Chase Wiggins. In the 17, Nathan Smart. In the 25, Josh Way. In the 21, Brady Cart. The 12 car, Jeff Kuykendall. The 88, Dennis Wood. The 118, Colt Locker.
All right, going to give them a chance to get a little heat in their tires before we go 40 laps of street stock racing. All right, going to get them lined up. Once again, your lineup. The 75 of Don Rufner III, the 99 of Jason Gruhl on the front row, the 22 of Kylie Wood, Kyler Bertram in row number 2. Chase Wiggins, Nate Smart, row 3. Josh Way, the 21 of Brady Cart in row 4. Row 5, the 12 of Jeff Kuykendall, the 88 of Dennis Wood. The 118 of Colt Locker. Let's do a wave lap this time around. Wave to him. Oh, actually, we're going white. Okay, never mind. We got the 10 of Gavin Wood, the 15 is Tyler Harmon, the 91 of Franklin Halter, the 64 of Luke Porco. Getting ready to go green. Sorry, we screwed that wave lap up there. Apologize. Getting ready to go green, 40-lap street stock feature, and we're underway.
DR3 in the 75 car going to lead lap number 1 as we have a good battle between the 22 and the 99.
Problems for Jason Gruhl up out of the groove. Problems for the 99 as he's falling back. Tough break for the 99 of Jason Gruhl. As Don Rufner III up front, hanging on in front of Kylie Wood and Kyler Bertram, your top 3.
Kylie Wood looking to the inside of DR3 in that 75 car, but he closes the door going into 1 and 2. Here comes Kyler Bertram and Nathan Smart in the 17.
So you guys all saw the replay on Randy Vision in turn number 2. And the 17 was all the way to the double fives on the door of Kyler Bertram and never moved off of the bottom of the racetrack. So the 55 will be charged with the caution. He will tag the tail. The 17 and 8 Smart will get his spot in the 3rd position. So your race leader, DR3, Don Rufner III, Kylie Wood in the 2nd spot, Nate Smart 3rd, Josh Way, and Jeff Kuykendall, your top 5. Chase Wiggins, Colt Locker, Dennis Wood, Jason Gruhl, Brady Cart, your top 10. So going to choose here in turn number 4. And Wood chooses the bottom. Nate Smart to the top. Wade to the bottom. Kuykendall to the top. And your DLP commercial maintenance fastest qualifier, the 118 of Colt Locker, chooses the top on the outside of Chase Wiggins.
5 in, 35 laps to go. As DR3 brings the field into the white flag.
5 laps complete, 35 to go. Street stock feature. Portion of the Ohio Invitational. Ready to go back, green flag racing, DR3 up front. Hopefully everybody will mind their P's and Q's here. Get some laps in just like the modified race did. DR3 takes them back to green.
Good battle between the second place and third place car of Kylie Wood and Nathan Smart. As Nathan battling on the outside.
Kylie Wood just about lost it in turn, or on the back straightaway off of turn 2. She's going to give up the second spot to Nate Smart. And now the 25 of Josh Way on the outside of the 22. Here comes the 12 of Kuykendall. So after looking at the replay, you guys saw the replay out on the Randy Vision in turn number 2. The 17 was to the door of the 75 car of Don Rufner Jr., or Don Rufner III. The 17 was coming down towards the white line. The 75 was coming down into the low groove, and the 17 was there. You guys saw the same replay that I did over there on Randy Vision, and the 17 is at the door. So the 17 is your race leader. The 25 of Josh Way in the second spot. Then or actually it would be the 22 of Kylie Wood. But where did Kylie go? So actually, Nate Smart, Kylie Wood, Josh Way, Jeff Kuykendall, Colt Locker, your top 5. All right, so going to choose in turn number 4. Nate Smart, Kylie Wood, Josh Way, Jeff Kuykendall, Colt Locker, your top 5. Dennis Wood in that 6th spot. Chase Wiggins in 6th. 99 of Jason Gruhl, the 21 of Brady Cart. In the 15 of Tyler Harmon. So we'll choose at the diamond in turn number 4. And Kylie Wood chooses the bottom, and Josh Way chooses the top. Kuykendall the bottom. Dennis Wood chooses the top. He'll make up a couple spots. And we'll get the one to go signal this time. 8 laps complete. All right, gonna get the one to go signal this time. Nate Smart, Kylie Wood, Josh Way, Jeff Kuykendall, Dennis Wood, your top 5. 8 laps complete.
Next time around, Nathan Smart gonna bring the field to the green flag. Kylie Wood, Josh Way right behind him in 2nd and 3rd. Jeff Kuykendall and Dennis Wood in 4th and 5th as they enter 3. Coming into 4. Green flag racing for Nathan Smart here.
Sofield gets the one to go signal, and the Marathon Street Stock feature will hopefully get some laps in. Jeez, oh Pete's. Field in turn 3. And we're back to green.
Nathan Smart coming into 3 and 4 out of 4. He's going to lead lap number 9. Josh Way all over the back bumper of Nathan Smart. Here comes Dennis Wood and Jeff Kuykendall. Dennis Wood going to take the 3rd position away from his daughter. New leader, Josh Way in the 25.
Here comes the 88 of Dennis Wood. He'll get to the inside of Nathan Smart. Josh Way, Dennis Wood, your top 2. Kuykendall in the 4th spot. He'll try to work on Nate Smart now as well for the 3rd spot. The 118 of Colt Locker on the outside of the 21 of Brady Cart.
Dennis Wood all over the back bumper of Josh Way. Caution out on the racetrack, caution.
Speeding ticket for the 25 of Josh Way. He broke out of his qualifying time, 2 laps. He will go to the tail of the field. Your new race leader, the 88 of Dennis Wood. Nate Smart is in the 2nd spot, the 12 of Jeff Kuykendall. In the 3rd spot, then the 22 of Kylie Wood, the 21 of Brady Cart. So speeding ticket for Josh Way, as he will tag the tail end of the field 2 laps under his qualifying time. The breakout rule tonight was 0.2, so even more so than the normal breakout rule. And unfortunately for Josh Way, he was under that time 2 laps during the feature, out front, both laps out front, and he will go to the tail. So as soon as we get Josh Way to the back, we'll choose in turn number 4, 12 laps complete. Sofield to get the one to go signal, 12 laps complete. Dennis Wood, your race leader. Nate Smart, Jeff Kuykendall, Kylie Wood, Brady Cart, your top 5. Getting ready to go back to green, and we're underway.
Dennis Wood brings the field in. Jeff Kuykendall takes the 2nd position away from Nathan Smart in 3rd. Kylie Wood 4th. Brady Cart 5th. Young gun Brady Cart having a good run on the outside in that 21 car.
Halfway home for Dennis Wood. Halfway for Dennis Wood. Jeff Kuykendall about a second back, or about 5 or 6 car lengths. Then another second and a half back to Nate Smart. Kylie Wood in the 4th spot. Brady Cart rounding out the top 5.
Caution on the racetrack as Brady Cart spins down in on the front stretch here in the grass.
So taking a look at the replay on Randy Vision in turn number 2. 21 gets into the back of the 22 of Kylie Wood. Maybe just, maybe not, maybe, yep. So after looking at the replay, it appears that there was maybe ever so slight of a touch from the 25 to the back of the 21, But then after they came clean and there was space between them, then the 21 started to spin. So the 21 being charged with the caution. And we'll get the choose down in, choosing here. So we're choosing here. And Kuykendall will choose the bottom, so will Smart, so will Wood. And Josh Way will choose the top. All right, field will get the one to go signal this time. 26 laps on the board, 14 to go. Late models lining up pit side. So getting ready to go back to green. Dennis Wood out front. Kuykendall, Josh Way from the back all the way up. Back to the front. Green flag in the air.
Good battle between Josh Way and Jeff Kuykendall for that number 2 position. Dennis Wood still your leader. Kuykendall going to take the number 2 position away from Josh Way. Dennis Wood still your leader. Way drops back to 3rd. .30 laps in, 10 laps to go for Dennis Way. The top 3, Dennis Wood, excuse me. The top 3 are pretty tight here. Coming in on lap 35. 35 in, 5 more laps to go for Dennis Wood.
Dennis Wood gets around Franklin Halter. He'll see the white flag off of turn number 4. 1 lap to go. Final time down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Your Ohio Invitational Street Stock winner, Dennis Wood. Jeff Kuykendall second, Josh Way third, Nathan Smart fourth, Kylie Wood in fifth.
As he rolls into victory lane, UFO, Your Dials Fabrication, Aaron Hammer Construction, KD Creation, Holland Recycling, Wise Motorsports, Yard Can, RPM Wood Motorsports, SAS, Steve's Auto Repair. Everyone give a round of applause to D. Wood, Dennis Wood. Come on over here, old man. He ain't interviewing you. Give me a handshake, buddy. About time you get my car in victory lane. Tell me about it.
I struggled a little bit today because I had new tires on it. I put the old bulb ones on for the feature, and she was pretty good. And so I want to thank all the fans for staying. I know it's a long night, but thank Randy and Kim for getting it in because I didn't want to come back tomorrow. So.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, real quick. You started in the back of the pack a little bit. You worked your way up. Tell me how you got that done real quick.
Just patience. Just got to choose the right spots when to go, and I don't know.
There it is. Dennis Wood. folks, as Bob Schneider sits on the backstretch, I don't know if you remember me talking earlier about the thermometer in his car. Right now, as he sits, it reads 64.0 inside that cockpit of that race car. I'll give you updates as we start this race and they show me. We'll see if that temperature builds up. So right now, sitting on the backstretch, we're going to announce some names here. Number 1, Jesse Adams. The number 17, Bob Schneider. The 17 on the outside, Andrew Smart.
The 87 is Mike Mazzagatti. The 81 is Brendan Lucius.
The number 7, Rich Rohr. The 59, Gary Whipke.
The 83 is RJ White. The 67 is Bob Page.
In the 99 is going to be John Sanquist Jr. And in the 65 is going to be Jimmy Carter.
The 51 is Brandon Short, your DLP commercial maintenance fastest qualifier.
In the 0 car is going to be George Riddle.
The 25 is Chris Grubbs. The 999 is Neil Rowley.
The 45 is Kevin Gardner. The 169, Denny Benjamin.
The 62 machine is Caleb Swanson, and the 69 is Lee McCreary. Gonna give them a couple laps to get their engines warmed up, their tires warmed up, and we'll go racing. still awake, go ahead and turn those cell phones on. Wave them at your late model field. I know it's 2:30 in the morning, but let's show the field your appreciation if you can. If your phones are still working, wave them off. Showing them 1 lap to go. We'll get underway with our Ohio Invitational, John Drain Memorial, 70-lap feature for the Outlaws Super Late Models here at Midvale Speedway. Jesse Adams, Andrew Smart, Bob Snyder Jr., Brendan Lucius, Mike Mazzagatti, Rich Rohr, your front 6, getting ready to go green in turn number 3. Off of 4, we're underway. So we'll try it again. Going to get the 1 to go signal. Guys not wanting to get lined up where they're supposed to be. Go figure, right? So, Jesse Adams, Andrew Smart, Bob Snyder Jr., Brendan Lucius, Mike Mazzagatti, Rich Rohr. We'll try it again. The John Drain Memorial Ohio Invitational, presented by My Water Doctor and CNC Tire. Getting ready to go. Green flag racing. Field in turn 3. And we're underway.
Jesse Adams in the number 1 car going to lead lap number 1 as Andrew Smart drops back to 2nd. So Rich Rohr out of this one early. Had some problems down in turns 1 and 2. Jesse Adams out front in the 1. Andrew Smart 2nd. The 81 of Brendan Lucius in 3rd. Bob Snyder Jr. 4th. Mike Mazzagatti 5th. The 83 of RJ White. Here comes the 81 of Brendan Lucius. Lucius. Oh, car.
RJ White just destroyed the front stretch wall. As you can see on the Randy Vision screen, that right front is gone. Checking on the driver, make sure he's okay. Putting the window net down. Austin Stoll on the scene quickly. Comes Ralph and Chuck in as well. Hard hit on the front straightaway for the 83 of RJ White on lap number 7. Man, just RJ White thinking he was clear of Bob Snyder Jr. Snyder had some problems down in turns 3 and 4 and slowed up. And I think RJ thought he was going to be clear of the 17 of Snyder, and he just wasn't. The 83 of RJ White nosing into the front stretch wall right at the start-finish line. Hard hit. Another view from the turn 1 camera. Great job down there by our Mid-Vid Racing video team to show that up there. So going to get the RJ White car on the rollback. See, there's Snyder, who slid up in turns 3 and 4. And I think RJ White thought he was going to be clear when he got around Snyder, who was a little slower in that high lane. Continue to watch the camera, and RJ comes up off the bottom, and Bob Snyder's still there. And right there, the contact. And RJ White will nose head on into the wall right at the start-finish line. So hard hit. Good to see RJ White okay down in turn number 2 after a hard hit on lap 7. There's a lot of damage on that RJ White 83. Just hate to see it. RJ White had a feature win earlier this season here at Midvale Speedway. That car has been really good here and took a hard hit into that front straightaway wall. So getting the 83 of RJ White on the rollback, accomplishing that now. Appreciate Jason Main and Matt Wallach, all the infield safety crew and team down there getting that machine up on the rollback. Good to see RJ White okay after a hard hit on the front straightaway on lap number 7. Jesse Adams, your race leader. Andrew Smart second. Brendan Lucius in third. Bob Snyder Jr., Mike Mazzagatti, Gary Whitke, Jimmy Carter, Brandon Short, John Sanquest, George Riddle, your top 10.
I'll tell you what, Chris. We're only 7 laps in it, but the 81 car, Lucius, he's having a good run.
Yeah, that car looked real good as he got around Andrew Smart. The problem was the accident happened before that lap was completed. So he'll go back behind the 17 of Smart when we go back to the previous lap. But that 81 looked good. And the one of Jesse Adams looked good a couple of weeks ago here. And
Bob Schneider sitting on front, sitting on the back stretch. He's got a
flat left front.
Yeah, flat tire.
Yeah, after that contact with RJ White, so the 17 will have to head pit side and get that changed.
Also looking at the cockpit of the car of the 17 of Bob Schneider, it's 71.6 degrees inside that car right now.
Yeah?
Your tire went flat.
Oh, did it? Can I back in there?
The left one's flat. Well, we're under a red right now. You can't do anything just yet.
What'd they say? I mean, he come all the way up on me.
So Bob Snyder Jr. will pull pit side and get that tire changed. He will tag the tail end of the field. But why not accomplish that under the caution? As RJ White's machine is on the rollback and headed pit side, and we should be firing back up and getting situated here shortly. Jesse Adams, Andrew Smart, Brendan Lucius, Bob Snyder Jr., Mike Mazzagatti, Gary Whitke, Jimmy Carter, Brandon Short, John Sanquest, and George Riddle, your top 10. So when RJ White hit the front straightaway wall, he may have taken out the scoring loop. So looking to try and fix that real quick down there is Tommy and Matthew. So when RJ White hit the scoring loop, he might have cut the wire. So having to check that real quick. Hopefully they'll be able to just put that right back together and be good to go. Brandon McCrae going to go down and take a look too. So hopefully that will be able to be a quick repair. Just, what's the odds, right? It's 3 o'clock in the morning and RJ White gets wrecked on the front straightaway and hits the scoring loop right at the exact point where the scoring loop comes onto the racetrack and wipes out our scoring. So if we have to, we can hand score it like old school, but going to try and see if we can make quick repairs, but if not, then we'll go into hand score mode and go from there. So once again, just another quick delay. We'll see how quickly we can or cannot get that fixed. So they're going to have a car come across the line and see if it clicks through. They think they might have it put back together. That will save us from hand scoring, which would be a great thing. Nobody wants to hand score a race in this day and age at 3 o'clock in the morning, but we will if we have to. That's why Gary Smith is a Hall of Famer. So we'll have Jesse Adams come across the line and see if it triggers. Everybody cross your fingers. And it did not. So here, everybody crossed their fingers, and there's a big oh up here in the tower when Jesse Adams came through. We'll try it again. I mean, seriously, what are the odds that
It's
you know,
absolutely crazy, dude.
there's three tenths of a mile, but probably more than that, probably better than a half mile of concrete wall going around Midvale Speedway, and
He hits the wall
the
with
car
the,
hits right on where the wire comes through.
all that
At 3
wall.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, all that wall, and he hits right there.
Yep. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, ain't much you
So
can
they
do.
will try and fix it, and if not, we're prepared to hand score up here in the tower if need be,
Good thing
and
Hans
we'll go from there.
Good thing Hans is passing out notebook paper. I come prepared.
And Big Earn's on the scene now. He's going to walk in, wave his magic wand, and fix it all. By the way, I applaud you true race fans for sticking this out. I really do.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We're all tired, but you people sitting in the grandstands right now are dedicated race fans when it comes to racing. I don't care if it's Midvale Speedway or anywhere, because I believe if they were doing this at Lorain County Speedway, you guys would be sitting here. Thank you so much for sticking it out and hanging in there with us.
Hey, Erwin, can you get on there and fire up the pancake batter? We can get some pancakes rolling, some eggs, some bacon. What do you think?
Elaine Irwin,
Got
no.
that?
Elaine Irwin, just go to Taco Bell and open that place up. I'll be there in a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
See you guys. Be careful going home. We got it work, baby!
It works!
Timing
It works! There's nobody happier than Gary Smith and Dan Blickensurfer, I can tell you that right now.
I really wanted to
All
see
right.
what the Hall of Famer can do up there.
That's the happiest I've been in 3 hours. Wow. Thank you to everybody who helped out. We appreciate, what's another 5 minutes, right? I mean, my goodness. That was the most excitement I've had in the last maybe a couple weeks. So great. It's so great to see cars coming across the timing and scoring. I'd say we'll probably be having a major fix next week, but it's good for right now. All right, so I'm going to hit the choose cone this time. Choosing at the line. All right, so field going to get the one to go signal. 64 laps complete. Or I'm sorry, 6 laps complete, 64 to go. Well, I wish there were 64 laps complete.
Oh, you ain't kidding, Chris. We got a lot of racing left to go here.
6 laps in. Jesse Adams, your race leader. 17 of Andrew Smart. The 81 of Brendan Lucius. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. And away we go. Brendan Lucius all over the back of the one of Jesse Adams for the race lead in the Ohio Invitational John Drain Memorial 70-lap feature.
Brendan Lucius all over the back bumper of the one as the top 4 cars nose to tail. Top 5 cars, excuse me, nose to tail. Jesse Adams still your leader with 59 laps to go. Keep an eye on the 87 car and Mike Mazzagatti as sparks are coming out from underneath the 87 car. Jimmy Carter takes the 4th position away from Mike Mazzagatti.
Jimmy Carter to the inside of Brandon Short. Is Short trying to use the long way around to get around Brendan Lucius. Brandon Short to the outside of Brendan Lucius. Good battle for second spot behind Jesse Adams, your race leader. El Presidente Jimmy Carter in the 65 right there as well. Here comes Brandon Short to the race lead around the outside. Brandon Short, new race leader. Here comes Jimmy Carter. Carter looking to the outside of Jesse Adams. He'll take over second. Adams back to third. Lucius fourth.
Oh, Lucius makes contact with Jesse Adams. Coming out of 2, but Adams able to collect it. Mazzagatti takes the spot away from Lucius. The 51 and Brandon Short, the 65 of Jimmy Carter. Got a caution down in 3 and 4 in the 0 car, George Riddle. The 51 and the 65 before that caution came out was in a whole nother time zone.
Yeah, Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, once they got around the one of Jesse Adams using the high lane, they checked out. That's going to bring everybody back to him. Brandon Short, your race leader.
I'll tell you what, Chris.
21 laps complete, 21 in.
I'll tell you what, keep an eye on the 51. He's got right side damage to the car. Looks like it might be rubbing up against the right front tire. As he comes around, folks, take a look at that right side on that 51 car. Chris Grubbs slow on the backstretch.
.21 laps complete, 49 to go. Everybody gets sorted out here and going to So after taking a look at the replay, the 25 of Chris Grubbs caught up in a chain reaction deal as he lifted the 99 of Sandquest up off the ground. The 25 of Chris Grubbs will tag the tail, as there was no contact between the 0 and 25. The 0 spun out trying to avoid the accident. So Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, Jesse Adams, Mike Mazzagatti, Brendan Lucius, Andrew Smart, Gary Whitney, Bob Page, John Sandquest, George Riddle, your top 10. So the 25 of Chris Grubbs will tag the tail, and once he gets there, we will be able to choose in turn number 4. Hopefully we can get this one in before Tuesday morning. I do have to go to work at some point in time this week. I might as well just stay up and start grilling out and drinking beer now. What do you think?
I'm to that point myself, Chris.
Go home, crack open a few beers, and fire up the grill. Might as well make my Labor Day food now. What the heck, right? So, all right, Chris Grubbs almost to the back of the field. Probably going to choose this time, coming to the cone in turn 4. Somebody lost a phone, we have it up here in the tower. Somebody lost a phone, we have it in the tower. You can come up and describe it, and we'll give it to you. Sofield gets the one to go signal. Brandon Short out front. Then the 65 of Jimmy Carter, the 87 of Mike Mazzagatti, your defending Ohio Invitational champion. Jesse Adams in the 4th spot. Brendan Lucius in 5th.
Tell you what, Chris, a lot of good cars in that front row. Anybody in the top 3 could take this lead over.
Getting ready to come back to green, turn 4. Green flag in the air.
The 51 of Brandon Short, the 65 of Jimmy Carter have checked out. The top 2 cars have checked out from 3rd place car Mike Mazzagatti. Jimmy Carter in the 65 all over the back bumper of that 51 car of Brandon Short. One little mistake out of the 51 and the 65 will be right there. Brandon Short coming up on lap traffic. First car he's going to get to is the 62 of Caleb Swanson as the leader in the second place car goes around the 62. Now they're going to work on the 169 of Denny Benjamin. He will be your next lap car.
30 laps complete, 40 to go, 30 in, 40 to go. As they'll move in on Denny Benjamin, like Han said, Jimmy Carter glued to the back end of that 51 of Brandon Short at 3:25 on a Monday, Labor Day. We are just about 3 laps away from having an official race as Gary Whippy is going to stop in turn number 2. So Gary Whipke in the 59, I take it he has a flat tire. He will stop in turn number 1, bring out the caution, and go to the attention of his crew pit side. So Gary Whipke stops in the pits, and he gets a couple laps to get that tire changed. Brandon Short, your race leader. Jimmy Carter in second. Mike Mazzagatti, your defending champion, in third. Brendan Lucius, a good strong run in the 4th spot. The one of Jesse Adams, a good run in the top 5. Andrew Smart in 6th, then Bob Page, George Riddle, John Sanquest Jr., and Bob Snyder Jr., your top 10.
So Gary Whipke goes pit side. He ends up taking the car to the trailer. So the 59 car, Gary Whipke, done for the night.
All right, so we'll choose this time in turn number 4. 31 laps complete, 31 complete, 39 to go. 31 complete, 39 to go. Remember, the scoring is going to show 6 laps short because we lost 6 laps when the scoring loop broke. So we had 6 laps in, but the to go is correct. So laps to go is correct. Add 6 laps to your lap marker, and we're right on the money. All right, field to get the one to go signal. So Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, Brendan Lucius, the top 3. We'll bring them in, 31 laps complete. Just shy of the halfway mark. Green flag back in the air. Halfway, 35 laps in, 35 to go. The Ohio Invitational is official. If the floodgates open now, we're done.
That would be the race if the floodgates open. Jimmy Carter.
But we don't expect that.
Yeah,
just for the
hopefully
record.
not, yeah. Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter pulling away from second, third place car, Brendan Lucius in the 81. .33 laps to go here at Midvale Speedway for the Ohio Invitational. Carter all over the back bumper of the 51 car. Leaders coming back up on lap track of traffic. First car he's going to put another lap down is the 62 car, Caleb Swanson. Then Denny Benjamin goes another lap down. Caution on the racetrack as Andrew Smart on the backstretch spins out.
So Andrew Smart, you can't park there, son, as he will pull away. 38 laps complete, 38 in, 32 to go. So after looking at the replay, the 17 Andrew Smart lost it on his own. He will tag the tail end of the field. 38 laps complete. So Andrew Smart will tag the tail, or he'll go pit side. Does he have a flat? Might have a flat tire on the 17 Andrew Smart. As he'll pull his machine pit side, we'll see if he goes to the attention of the crew or if he is done for the night. We'll see. Smart going down.
Yeah, he's taking her pit side. Andrew Smart and the 17 car going pit side. Next time around, choose cone, here we come. High or low.
Choose cone right now. Carter takes the bottom. Lucius to the top. Page to the bottom. Mazzagatti to the bottom. Sanquest to the top. Field will get the one to go. Signal 32 laps to go to wrap up the Ohio Invitational John Dray Memorial. Thank you once again for sticking with us. We'll have a quick interview with the winner and call it a night or a morning, whichever you want to call it.
Definitely morning. Next time around, we're going green flag racing.
Field in turn 3, bunching up, green flag.
Denny Benjamin spins down in 3 and 4. We got a caution out again. Denny Benjamin spins down in 3 and 4.
So we will choose 39 laps in as they tend to Denny Benjamin in turn 3 and 4. So if you're missing a hearing aid, we have it in the tower. If you're missing a hearing aid, we have it in the tower. If you're missing a phone, we have it in the tower. If not, you can find them in the pit office tomorrow or today. Sophia will get the one to go signal this time. So there's obvious fluid around the racetrack. You can see it if you look down into turn number 1. Not sure what it is. Put down some stay dry.
Ready to go. They got goddamn fluid all the way around the corner. See how everything's along. Over here, I'm fucking done. See over there, I'm good. Over here, go over here to this fucking corner, I'm ready to go. They can see that little car, they're going to go.
somebody's leaking something.
Once again, folks, thank you for sticking this out. I know it's been a long day, a long night, and a long morning. But I want you, just thank you. You guys are true race fans. Cam, relax. Sit down. Cam, I'm pretty sure the bar's still open. You'll be all right. Cam, open the White Tavern up. We're going to have to eat some breakfast here. But once again, thank you so much for the people that stuck this out. You guys are true race fans.
What does that make us? Just curious.
I have no idea.
Nuts.
Crazy.
So we did get confirmation the fluid was coming from the 169 car. So. And I can also tell you we are just about out of oil dry. Just about out of patience. Hopefully we can just get this finished up. I know that's what everybody wants at this point in time. I'm sure that the people down the road do as well.
Thanks anyhow. Yep.
So, of you nice folks that are still here, patiently waiting and tired, show of hands. How many are going to stop at McDonald's or somewhere on the way home?
Do me a favor, look up in the tower.
Yeah.
Hands is ready to go.
You guys, okay, Waffle House? Anywhere? No? There's only a couple that got hands up, so.
Whoever's buying, I'll join.
IHOP, maybe? whoever's buying, ain't that no shit?
I'll go Denny's, Waffle House.
You go
That
anywhere.
Jerry's will
there's
be
food.
open here in a little bit.
You go anywhere somebody's buying
Oh,
for
heck
you.
yeah, free meal. Can't miss it. I didn't get this figured
It's
by sitting
comical
on
up
the
here, I'll just
recliner.
tell you that much. I feel so bad for our track crew down there. They've been working their butts off tonight. And we're up here acting like idiots. When this guy showed up, it was 95 degrees, and now it's like 40. He's freezing. He's got his muscle shirt on. I feel bad for that guy. We got a variety of
snow out
clothing
there,
out
buddy.
there. I know, look, it's snowing in turn 1.
Yeah, there it is. We got snow. We got a lot of things we're breaking around here at Midvale Speedway tonight. We got snow down in 1 and 2. First time we've been here since 3 o'clock in the morning. We've did 2 days of racing. I'm still waiting on somebody to buy me some breakfast, so anybody generous, I'll meet you wherever you want to meet.
Hey, if we push this out a little bit longer, the sun will be coming up in about 2 hours.
I gotta just tell Craig Mishler, get his tape ready, get his video camera. We're gonna be watching the sun come up.
So it looks like we're just about finished up. Maybe. I don't know if I want to say that. Looks like a ski resort down there in turn 2. We got so much fake snow. I'm going to go skiing in turn 1. Hans, you've been skiing up here all night.
I gotta make my money somehow. Midvale Speedway ain't paying me time and a half. I've been here for 2 days.
It's double time. It's a holiday, dude.
Me, Kim, and Randy are gonna have to have a talk here, right? It's holiday, yeah, double time.
It is double time. Oh, this is just, it's comical at this point. All you can do is really laugh if you're still sitting here. I mean, let's be honest. There's only a bunch of nutbags that are sitting around watching a race at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning. Yeah, it is what it is. I think I'm going to go home, cut up peppers, and start cooking my pasta salad. Hey, you guys can look at it this way. Traffic's going to be light on the way home. There's always a bright spot to everything, right? You guys stuck it out, got to see the 24 hours of Midvale. It's pretty much, we've been talking about doing a 24-hour race around here. I bet you the next city council meeting will probably nix that one.
Yeah, they're not going to be too happy with us. I was thinking about going to it just to see what they got to say.
I just want to be a fly on the wall somewhere. I think we're delirious at this point.
I know one thing, Chris. We must really love our job to be doing what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of questioning my sanity at this point in time. All right, so gonna try and let them run through this a little bit. Make sure everything's good to go.
All right, so we're going to pick the choose cone again, either high or low. Carter went low, Brendan Lucius went high, Johnny Sanquest Jr. went low, Bob Page went high.
All right, 31 laps to go. Brandon Short getting ready to bring him back into green. We're underway.
Green flag racing, Brandon Short. Caution, caution, oh my God. Caution down in turns 3 and 4 is Bob Schneider, Jesse Adams, and Bob Page all collected.
Hold on a second.
31 laps to go. Going to get the white flag this time. Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, Brendan Lucius, and the rest of the field at this point in time. So we'll try it again, 31 to go. Brandon Short, we'll bring him in. See if we can get this thing in.
Green flag racing, here we go. Lucius Carter battle for that second position. Lucius on the outside. Brendan Lucius working on a lap car. Caleb Swanson goes another lap down. Jimmy Carter right there, next lap car to come. 999 O'Neill Rolling will be the next car to go a lap down.
.51 laps complete. 51 in, 19 to go. 51 in, 19 to go. .15 laps to go for Brandon Short in that 51 car. Jimmy Carter right there in the 65. Lucius is third in the 81 and 99 of John Pequot Jr. 14 laps to go. 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go right here. 10 to go for the 51 of Brandon Short, the 65 of Jimmy Carter, the 81 of Brendan Lucius, and the 99 of John Sanquest Jr. "64 laps complete, 6 to go." 64 complete, 6 to go. So going to choose at the choose cone in turn number 4. Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, Brendan Lucius, John Sanquest Jr., George Riddle, Mike Mazzagatti, Bob Page, Jesse Adams. Those cars on the lead lap, they'll choose at the choose cone right now. Carter to the bottom, Lucius to the outside, Sanquest to the bottom, Riddle to the outside, Mazzagatti to the bottom, Page to the outside. So Phil to get the one to go signal this time. Just 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go. Phil getting the one to go signal. Just about finished up. All right, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Tough break for Jesse Adams as he pulls off with just 3 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Can Jimmy Carter get around the 51 of Brandon Short? Just 2 to go.
And we got a caution. 87 car spins down into 3 and 4. With 2 laps to go, the 87 car spins. Mike Mazzagatti spins out. So the 87 car will be charged with that caution with 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go.
So 2 laps to go. Green, white, checkered finish. Can El Presidente or Brendan Lucius do anything with Brandon Short? 2 laps to go. Please, Lord, let this be the last choose of the evening. Please. For the love of everything holy, can we just get 2 laps in? Field will get the 1 to go signal. Green flag back in the air, just 2 laps to go. White flag in the air for Brandon Short.
Brandon Short comes into 3, coming out of 4. Oh, Jimmy Carter and Brandon Short make contact, but Short's gonna win the race. Carter second. Brendan Lucius, third. John Sanquest Jr., fourth. George Riddle, fifth. Mike Mazzagatti, sixth. Bob Page, seventh. Jesse Adams, eighth. Kevin Gardner, ninth. Neil Rowling, 10th. Everyone be safe going home. Have a great holiday. Don't forget, come back next week, season championship. Thank you, everybody, for staying. 5 o'clock next week, we will start the races. 5:30. We will start the races next Saturday. Once again, everybody stay safe going home. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for sticking it out here at Midvale Speedway.
That's good. Zip it.
My bad.
There's 5 people here. You've told them 12 times. They get it. Pulling in to Victory Lane. H&M Collision Victory Lane and the Needle Speed Solution, Hutter Race Engines, Ernest Performance, Seneca Performance, Direct Detail, Hollab Recycling, Riddle Trucking, Heathen Customs, sponsor number 51. Champion once again in the Ohio Invitational, the John Drain Memorial, 70-lap feature. Here's your winner, Brandon Short. Well, I don't know how many times you've been at a racetrack at 4:30 in the morning and in Victory Lane. What do you think, dude?
Man, it's the first time. I'm surprised there's anybody here, actually. So appreciate all you guys. You guys are just the real winners here for sure.
Well, that's what I said. You guys are real troopers. Either that or they need to go get their brain examined like we do, right?
Man, yeah, this is crazy. I mean, I appreciate Randy and Kim. This is just wild.
It is wild. And look, you know, we wanted to get it in tonight. People got everything going on tomorrow, and a lot of guys weren't going to be able to come back. Fans probably wouldn't be able to come back, and we just decided to get this in tonight. Didn't know it was going to be 4:30.
Yeah, no, it was definitely the right move. Man, we were struggling all day with the car, just not where it needs to be. And in the race, we were tight. And when you got Jimmy Carter on your bumper, it ain't easy. So Jimmy raced me clean. You know what? He tried to move me, but I appreciate it. I mean, it was clean. It wasn't dirty. So it made it I'm just honestly glad it's over with so I can go home.
Amen, brother. You got $6,000 in your pocket. Congratulations, buddy. We'll let you go home.
I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy.
Your winner, Brandon Short. All right, that's going to do it for us. We're going to take one last picture. We are out of here. We hope to see everybody for season championship night on Saturday in like 5 short days.